Welcome to Talk of the Town, presented by Tree City Sports, your source for local sports. Thank you guys so much for joining us again today. We got a great, exciting episode ahead. As always, we're rocking the shirt made by AM Creations in Ottawa, Kansas. Go check them out for all of your custom shirt, hat, cup needs, whatever you would like made. She makes a lot of amazing custom products. And on our way out today, we stopped by Arrowhead Nutrition and got ourselves an energy tea and a nutritional shake. You want to stop by there, say hi to Jared and the crew, make sure to make it a part of your morning routine the way that it is mine. And our friend Royal's mom, Rita, at RJN Photography, look them up on their Facebook page and book them for all of your photography needs. And last but certainly not least, our buddy Drew at DNN Detailing. It's the time of the year to get your classic cars out and take them to shows, show them off, be proud of what you have. When you want to get it detailed up nice and show ready, hit up my buddy Drew at DNN Detailing. All right, now that we got through that, we have something extremely special for Tree City Sports, and not just Tree City Sports, but the Ottawa Braves football team, because today we are joined by 4 members of the Ottawa Braves football team. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves and tell us what drink you got from Arrowhead Nutrition.
So my name is Donovan Henry. I play offensive tackle, and I think I got the strawberry pineapple.
My name is AJ Hemphill, linebacker. I got the Hawaiian Punch.
Elijah Hand, DBU, Tropical Paradise.
Isaac Gibson, tight end, a little bit of receiver, strawberry cheesecake protein shake.
And of course, the one I got was the flamingo, because strawberry and mango are my favorites. As always, stop by Arrowhead Nutrition because they are fantastic. This is incredibly special. We have some questions that were distributed from my cousin Austin, so shout out to him for these, that we have for these fine young men. What do you guys pay attention to in terms of like your calorie intake and stuff like that, and how much do you monitor your diet?
So like I play like offensive line, so I gotta eat like a lot of calories a day. So I kind of hit a mark. Like I make sure I eat like a lot of rice, a lot of chicken, and stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff that's gonna like stick to the stomach. Like I make sure I'm big on breakfast, so like eggs, bacon, grits, and stuff like that.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
You know, my fiance she's like a big food nutritionist, all that. So the summer she was running stuff, but I hate to say, like when I get back here, it's a free for all. Whatever's there.
It's hard to control yourself a little bit, isn't
She
it?
hate hearing me say that, but
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, you gotta be honest.
I'm a bully DB, so I try to pack weight on, but I try to go high protein. I don't watch my calories too much, but it's more of just not eating bad and not eating too much.
That's a good answer.
Fall camp coming up, we got a lot of practices, so I'm gonna have to make sure we eat a lot. I don't really monitor my calories as much, but I check my weight every day just to make sure I'm not fluctuating too crazy. But just try and get to my protein goal, and I eat a lot of like gummy worms too.
Hey, yeah, you gotta make room for the essentials there. I'm a Sour Patch Kids fan myself.
There you
go. Kind of piggybacking off of what you said, where you said your fiance kind of takes care of your nutritional stuff.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have someone that monitors that stuff, or do you try to pay attention to that yourself?
So fun fact, I actually took a class in Ottawa from my old coach. It's called Sports Nutrition. So I kind of learned about like a lot of stuff on what's good to intake for your body for like games and stuff. So I kind of learned to learn what to eat, not what to eat. You know?
That's a great way to learn, and having a mentor like that is absolutely incredible. So.
No, not at all.
You guys, I just breathe. Hey, it's not a bad strategy. And obviously you guys are in really, really good shape, so it pays off. That's for sure.
No, I was in that class with Donnie also. I'm surprised you were actually paying attention. But shout out to the K. Yeah,
Shout out Coach K.
Learned a lot in there.
Shout out Coach K.
Apply that stuff.
Yeah, well, it seems like it's a good course, so. And do you recommend that other players that come through the program go through
I
it?
recommend like every sports major at the school to take that class because like he teaches you a lot of stuff. Like I'll tell you the tip: don't drink body armors at all. Don't drink no body armors. No body armors.
All right.
There goes that deal.
Yeah. Cancel that NIL deal. Oh. So when you guys are preparing for your game days, go through like, your breakfast routine and stuff like that. What do you do to mentally and physically prepare for games on game day?
I got a great answer for this one, actually.
All right.
I'd love to hear it.
High carbs, high proteins, about 3 to 4 eggs, a lot of bread, and then just a whole bunch of water, and then ready to go.
Yeah, Coach K, again in the class, when he was our coach, he made us do this, which we still do. We eat about 3.5 hours before, let the carbs and protein be able to digest, and we eat together as a team. So that really helps to make sure no one's eating bad. Like Tegan Flynn last year was trying to eat ice cream before a game, and we all had to take it from him.
Yeah, I kind of, what he said, I kind of just make sure I eat a good breakfast. And when I wake up in the morning, I always got to just look at the wall for 5 minutes. And I just before the games, I kind of just imagine myself on the field on what I would be doing before the games. I kind of just how you just daydream and kind of just have imagination. That's what I kind of do.
Yeah, you envision what you're going to see on the field and you try to apply that to your mental state. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think I'm a little different than these guys, but usually wake up whenever my roommate Jensen wakes me up.
Whatever time that
Yeah,
may be.
whatever time that works out to be. And then we get to the field, go to team breakfast or whatever, and then I like to go to the field early, go barefoot, walk around, listen to Frank Sinatra. That's really the only tradition I have. Besides that, it's kind of
Get some
just go.
grounding.
Yeah, gotta ground yourself. Gotta ground yourself, man.
That's a really good one. I like that one a lot. All right, so piggybacking off of that, what kind of music do you guys listen to prepare yourselves for games?
Oh, crash out music. I gotta listen to straight crash out. I gotta hear
Like what?
I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. It's a lot of rap. It's a lot of rap. Sometimes some country songs, some country songs I listen to, but
Yeah.
a lot of rap.
Like what?
What you mean?
Like what country song? Give me a specific one.
All right. So
Name one.
I like Jelly. His name is Jelly Roll.
Yep.
Oh.
I
I
know
listen to
Jelly.
Jelly Roll before the game. Jelly Roll. All right.
Yeah.
What do you got, E?
AC/DC, whole bunch of AC/DC, some Eminem, some Lil Wayne. Not a big country guy, but there's a couple here and there that might fall in the shuffle, and just as loud as it can be.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, I'm kind of weird. I don't really listen to music before games. I have my AirPods in. I have a playlist of motivational speeches, like David Goggins and stuff. I listen to that stuff before games.
Well, and half of your game is all about your mental state going through the game and stuff like that. So you want to be mentally sharp, and that would be a great way to achieve that, to make sure that you're in the zone completely for the game. That's fantastic. Personally, I didn't play much sports when I was in high school, but I played golf. And before every golf meet, I'm a heavy metal fan. I had a certain playlist of metal songs that were by Chelsea Grin and a whole bunch of different metal bands. And that's what I used to get me psyched up. And the people that rode in the van with me hated it because I had it blaring.
I love that. Gotta get the juices going.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get the motivation going. Exactly. Get yourself in the right mindset. Actually, the biggest song that I listen to, this is a funny story. One of the biggest songs I listened to before every golf meet that I played growing up, I was a big wrestling fan. So if you know who Ezekiel Jackson is, his theme song was the song that I listened to because it was Domination. And it was basically just there to psych you up. And that's
Can you give me a little?
There will be no stopping. It's when you go harder than somebody, man. This right here is domination. call domination. It's a combination of skill and concentration. So rise to the occasion, do something amazing. Cause anything that I do, I dominate it. This here what you call domination. It's a combination of skill and concentration. So rise to the occasion, do something amazing. Cause anything that I do, I dominate it. I'm stronger, go harder. I'm a monster, I conquer, dominate anything I want to. My passion, my skill, my focus, my hunger. Just to put it simple, I'm the yes, I just want it more than the next guy. And no, you can't do the things that I'm gon' do. Real aggressive, little rough around the edges. A man on a mission, smashing the competition. Ooh, my next victim, get him, I got him. Let me know if anybody else got a problem. Yeah, cause they don't even stand a chance. Got the eye of the tiger and the heart of a champ. Just want it more, yeah, man, I need to win it. Pedal to the floor, we gon' push it to the limit. Yeah, man, they wishing, but they can't with me though. Even when it gets all quiet, I'm still on beast mode.
I'll have to pull it up on my phone, but I absolutely will.
See, mine is it's time to play the game.
Oh yeah, Triple H.
Yeah.
There you go.
Motorhead?
Yeah, Motorhead is a big inspiration to me. Of course, I was a musician for a while. I did a lot of writing and I did a lot of unclean vocals and stuff like that. So the metal music really resonated with me, and yeah, Motorhead is a big part of that.
That's awesome, man.
What's the biggest adjustment and difference that you've noticed between playing high school football at a high level to now playing NAIA ball at a high level? A very high level at that.
I think the one thing is like kind of high school, you know, like I played like offensive line, D-line, so like with blocking, it's kind of more than just going out there and just hitting somebody. It's like you got assignments and where you're supposed to go and stuff like that. And I think the big adjustment is coming into like college. It's probably you just gotta have like self-confidence, because if you go out there and kind of don't have confidence in yourself, then you're not gonna like perform and you get yourself hurt if you kind of playing kind of, you know, timid or whatever. So
Yep.
you just gotta be confident every day and just think in the back of your head that you're the best player out there. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, definitely, like physically, football is always going to be football, sped up or slowed down. But mentally, like in high school, I was very blessed to come from like a professional program. But like at the end of the day, you only get so complex. So like knowing different jobs and different formations and what I need to do, that was the biggest adjustment.
Yeah, literally just the speed of the game, like lining up, knowing exactly what you got to do, why you got to do it really, not just knowing your position, but knowing your teammates' job, not only knowing what the defense is doing, you got to know what the offense is doing, knowing schemes, knowing the idea of the game. It's less of just playing football, and it gets more into the intelligence aspect going up that levels, I think.
I think just the speed of the game and really size and speed of other players, like compared to high school, like you're going against a starting college football player across from you, and that's the best guy in their team, and that's just the big difference from high school.
Yeah, I can imagine the competition being a little different because it's more tightly compact in the spread of the talent and the players that are around you. This is kind of interesting that I really want to know. When you guys are walking out on the field, what is your reaction to the fans and everything, just the emotions of the game going on?
When I come out the tunnel, I don't know, I just have my eyes closed. I ain't too big of a fan of like looking to the stands. I kind of just like sit there and walk with just like my eyes closed, and once you get in the tunnel, like I just start screaming and running out. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I like to be last, just behind everybody, because I don't know, but I gotta stay completely calm the whole time, or else I get a little freaked out. So I like to just be in the back and slowly jog out and do my thing. So I try not to let it affect me, but it is cool.
Yeah.
I think, so growing up, I wrestled, and the whole tournament atmosphere, the whole vibe of just bleachers filled with people, even though they're not watching you, that still like makes your heart pump a little bit. So for me, just like growing up in that type of atmosphere, I've learned to just drown out the noise and just one-on-one, it's me on the field, and it's kind of just unaffected.
I don't know, like when I'm running out of the tunnel, like I think it's really cool just looking around, taking it all in, like college football player running out of the tunnel, and just really like seeing where you're at.
when you guys are out there, when you run out and you look out in the crowd and you know your family's out there, who are your biggest supporters out there for you?
I gotta say my pops, man. He actually during, I think it was June, he actually booked his hotel and made sure he got like a rental car for the game coming up at home, August 31st. So he booked it like 3 months ahead.
That's
to
awesome.
Make sure he got a spot. So yeah, that's my biggest support, and my mom too.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, no, my mom, like I live in Colorado, which is like 8.5 hours away, but
That's actually where my wife is headed back from now. She was going through Colorado last night and today.
yeah,
So
well,
headed
she
back.
probably drove right to my town. It's right off I-70.
Yep, probably did.
No, but my mom comes to like every game, and the second we run out, she'll just scream at the top of her lungs. She'll like yell to make sure I know she's there, but she makes sure I know. So she's a huge support. My dad, you know, he's God, can't say enough about him, but they're definitely the biggest supporters.
That's awesome. I can definitely tell your mom is one of the loudest people in the
Yes.
stands.
She's
That's for
passionate.
sure.
She's passionate.
She definitely is. She's very proud of you.
I would say this is a hard answer because I really think they all equally are my biggest supporters. But the one I think I look up to the most probably is actually my stepdad, because and my dad too. But my stepdad, you know, I'm not his biological son, but he still is out there every day, like helping me get better when I was growing up and all of that. And he's just there when I'm bad, he's there when I'm good, and he's always got something to tell me. He's always got something to better me, and it's just, I really appreciate it.
That's awesome. That sounds like an amazing support system.
Really, with me, it's both my parents and my grandma comes when she can, but my dad, like, he's always been like my biggest supporter. He's always there when he can be. Like after the games, he'll text me if he can't make it. And he's just always been my biggest supporter.
When you guys were coming up out of high school and growing up, who is your favorite player in the NFL or college to watch?
I gotta go with my man, Derrick Henry. It's that man.
It's a good answer.
I'd have to go John Lynch. I grew up right next to Denver, so I got to catch a couple games, and I always just thought he was the man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ray Lewis.
That is a really good answer. I mean, it's hard to say no to that one.
Just a dog. I gotta say Todd Gurley. Like he was my guy in Madden. I always played with the Rams and him, and he was always my guy. Always watched him. Just a random player. He was a dog in Madden. So.
Yep. Hey, he was really, really good for several years. I'm a K-State fan, and it's actually very apparent because the studio that I normally shoot at has a giant power cat behind me in every video. And my favorite player to watch in the NFL was Darren Sproles, because being a guy of smaller stature myself, seeing someone like him built the way he is, and I went to a few K-State games when he was playing there, and just seeing him in person, man, he was built different. I mean, he was a small guy, but he was not a small guy.
Didn't he play for the Eagles?
Yeah, he did. He did for a while. Yeah.
He was a dog, man.
Yeah.
He actually went to my high school.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. You're right. He did. Yep. That's right.
I feel like he showed a lot of kids that, like, even if size don't matter, as long as you got heart, that becomes everything. So
Really, yeah.
Yep.
kind of changed the
Exactly.
game with being one of the smallest players in the league, like Jones Drew and stuff.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So
Yeah. Maurice Jones-Drew was a really good
Yeah.
player too.
that
So
was a player.
actually, my favorite quarterback of all time. Who's your favorite quarterback of all time? Say mine.
So cause I didn't grow up, so I ain't gonna try to say nobody. Who I gotta say? Favorite quarterback? I think that's kind of hard.
Do we need to come back to you?
Yeah, come back to me. That's kind of hard.
I was raised right, so John Elway.
Yeah,
That's a great.
as a Chiefs fan that grew up going to games, I'd watched John Elway play several times, and man, that guy was good.
Yeah.
He really
Just
was.
a winner.
He was.
I'm a Chiefs fan, so you know my answer. I'm a homie.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, I gotta go with the GOAT, undisputed GOAT. Everyone knows. Baker Mayfield, unbiased, big OU legend.
Oh, my
Just,
came to
best quarterback ever.
my favorite quarterback, Mike Vick.
Mike Vick.
Oh,
His scrambling skills were absolutely unreal.
He was an
That's for
entertainer.
sure.
He was an entertainer.
Mike Vick was that dog.
Yeah. Now this was probably about the time just right before you guys were born, but mine is absolutely, without a doubt, Michael Bishop, that played for K-State, should have won the Heisman. I'm saying that right now. Michael Bishop should have won the Heisman. Listen.
Hey, who did win it?
Shoot, I can't even remember who won that year. I can't remember who beat him out, but he was second in voting, and that was the year, because that was 1998. That was the year that K-State should have won the national championship because it was based on the polls back then. But K-State had one loss. They got really comfortable. We were actually at the Big 12 championship game against Oklahoma that would have decided that out in St. Louis. And K-State got comfortable with the lead and basically played prevent defense, and that prevented them from winning the game and ruined their shot at a national championship, which was sad. Oh. So, last year's team was incredibly successful. What was the biggest takeaways from that team to this year?
The biggest takeaways.
Things that you could grow from and learn from.
Just one thing that like last year we always bought into like what we were trying to do. So just like buying in, as long as we get everybody to buy into what we're trying to do and believe that the coach is gonna put us in the right situations and the good schemes, and that's how we're gonna win again.
Yeah, it was honestly, from what I saw, it was confident, and it was confidence and mindset. I mean, we had a great team from the start of the season to the end of the season. But the difference I seen when we was really consistently winning games was, just like he said, was people bought in, people confident in themselves, and people playing from the first quarter to the end of the fourth, no matter the situation.
Yeah, no, I think at the start of the year, like, we had all the pieces, but we had a lot of new pieces, and we had to put it all together. And throughout the year, we just got better and better, and we still have a big core group of those guys. And this was the most we've had in the summer here for a long time, and we put a lot of work in, and it's the most confident going into a year I've been since I've been here.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself, guys.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
I was trying to say best for last, but
Yeah.
No, that was great. You guys killed it. I don't need to say anything, man.
So from last year's team coming into this year's team, who is the hardest worker on your team?
I'd probably have to say Cody Presley on that one. It's just, he's tireless. I've never seen him quit anything. Probably Cody.
Dang, everybody put in that work. It's kind
Yeah,
of
no.
it's kind of hard on this one. I'm trying to think.
Or Trev. I'd
Yeah.
say Trev.
Yeah, I gotta go with my dog Trevor Concert.
Yeah, Trevor's
Concert,
good
yeah.
too.
Trevor Concert.
There we go, those two guys, and then I'll throw Kemp's name up there. He doesn't always get the recognition he deserves, but he busts behind. He works really hard.
Shout out Caitlin Kemp.
Yeah. He's gonna be a dog for us in the D-line.
yeah, I agree.
I love that.
I agree.
So, also going along with that theme, who is the player on your team, or players, because there could be several, that you feel are not getting the recognition they deserve and that are going to have a more of a breakout season than anyone could expect?
Donovan Henry. He's gonna be an All-American this year. So gotta say him.
A lot of
I
hype there.
gotta shout out these two guys right here, you know.
Appreciate it.
Isaac Gibson, Elijah.
Thank you.
This year gonna be their year, so.
I
This
gotta,
guy right here is greatness. This is the definition of
I
greatness.
gotta say my evil twin, Rowdy Keith. That boy's a dog. He had a little uncomfortable situation, but he's coming back with us, and I think he'll have him a great year coming off the bench at the beginning, but we'll get his time.
Shout out Eric McQueen too. Yes, my dog. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a wonderful breakout year.
Yeah, I think you guys are all gonna have a great season this year, and we can't wait to see, you know, what the season holds for you guys, because it's going to be really exciting. This is a fun one, and you guys will enjoy this one.
All right.
Who is the best trash talker on your team? The one that really gets underneath the other team's skin better than anybody.
Yep. I'll go ahead and take that title.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Dude.
Oh, Eric McQueen. He says stuff under his breath, and last year he was getting people ejected. Didn't he get you ejected, Donnie? Because you said something the ref thought it was you. Like,
I said it's getting under his skin now.
He don't play there no more, but I gotta go with my man Madrid.
oh,
Madrid, yeah, he don't play no more, but that dude right there, he kind of
he
get
said
underneath
anything
people's
that came to his
skin.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a different type of trash talker. I tried it, but it just ain't really my game. I don't really do it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They got the trash
I'm not
talking.
smart enough to be doing
Yeah,
that.
I stuttered too much. I didn't so good. I started trying, and I just turned around, give up.
On the flip side of that, who on your team is the biggest motivator and can really motivate you to play your best every single snap?
That's a good one. That's
That's a
good.
good question.
I'm gonna have to go with. He doesn't play, but I gotta go with Coach Davis. Coach Davis is like a real.
Yeah.
He gets me like.
Yeah.
He just got so much passion for the game, so he just like makes you want to really run through a brick wall when he talks to you and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
agree. If I don't say everyone else on the team, Coach Davis, because I feel like we have a good vibe with the whole team. Everyone picks each other up. Coach Davis just got some energy.
He just
He
brings
got
that
some
energy
energy.
every day. It's
Yeah.
like every single day he's going
Consistent.
every day.
Consistent.
It's not a day that Coach Davis is not being
Yeah.
Davis. It's
For
not a
real.
day.
Yeah. It'll be 6 in the morning. He'll be tired. He's all ready to go.
Yeah, that man, he got the energy. He brings it.
Definitely Davis.
So, out of all of your role-specific coaches, not just the head coach, who do you think pushes their players the hardest to do best?
Mud.
You think?
Coach Mud. Definitely.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. No. Well, me and he are the only ones who really know, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's every day's a challenge.
They hear him. They
Yeah.
hear him.
Yeah, on the offensive side, I'd have to say Davis, like working with the O-line, like I work with the O-line a lot. He doesn't care who you are or what you've done, like he'll put you back down to earth. He'll let you know if you're not doing something right. Like he pushes everyone hard.
Yeah. He keeps it real.
So, since you guys have been in this wonderful city of Ottawa, what has been your guys' favorite part?
I got some of my favorite part is just like building long relationships, like got connections. Like these gonna be after college, I'm still gonna be talking to these guys. So just building friendship and just building like he's got a big family bond in Ottawa. Like it's just something about it. I don't know. It's like everybody's just close to each other. Everybody's just cool. So just building friendships for life. You know?
For real.
Build lifelong relationships.
Yeah.
For real.
No, really though, couldn't answer that better. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, your team's your family and stuff," but like the people on this team, everyone loves each other. Like it's real.
It's a family.
Just what Don said, it's really a family. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got 140 brothers.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, and that's the best winning mentality to have, is to look at yourself as a family where you can all hold each other accountable and lift each other up when you need it.
Yeah.
That's the best way that you could possibly go about that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Something?
No, just family. That's what you can ask anyone on our team. That's what everyone will say.
Family.
What has been your guys' favorite place to play and throughout your careers?
I don't know. I kind of
Favorite place.
one stadium. It was my first year playing there, but Southwestern, just looking at that freaking stadium and that crowd, it just looks so crazy because it's like it's like sitting on a hill kind of. You just look up there straight purple. That's all you see. It's like it was crazy atmosphere to play in, especially third down. It was hard to hear it play.
They made the college football 25 meter
Yeah,
real.
no, they said toughness rank 0. It was not even 1. It was rank 0. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's a hard one to think about. I really like playing at Sterling. Everybody else hates it, but I always grew up playing on grass. Never really played on turf till I got here. So being there just feels like home a little bit, and it's really close to family. So that's Sterling's mine.
I think mine got to be St. Mary purely because of the trash talking they were doing. And it was going nowhere, and it was just like, it just felt so good to just shove touchdowns down the throat, give up only one pass, and
Kind of like
it was
listening to a KU fan talk.
You
Sorry, I had to throw that out
yeah,
there.
rough chuck, baby.
That wasn't intended to be a personal dig. It just happened to work out that
It's
way.
hilarious. It's hilarious.
I think mine was I really like Southwestern, but right top tier was probably Dordt. The atmosphere there was just crazy. Like,
Yeah, it was
refs make calls, everyone's going crazy, one side or another, and we were just the whole game, play after play. It was loud and it was
That was
chaotic.
fun.
That was a fun experience.
So when you guys were going into the championship game, what was your thoughts, and how did you mentally and physically prepare for that one? Because that was a big game.
Yeah, so it was my first playoff game in college, so I just had that mindset. I was not trying to do too much, but just play my game how I play it and not try to just do too much that I don't usually do. So I just kind of just try to play like a regular game and not like a playoff game.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm a little different, I guess. I was freaking out. Cause
Nerves were running
hats off to K-Dub, they're a great team. They had a great year. So I was pretty nervous going into it, and so before the game, I was making calls to people to come, and my fiance, who doesn't care about football, she brought me back down to earth, calmed me down, and so it all worked out.
Yeah, I'm a strong mix between these two. I was freaking out. I was terrified. I was thinking every possible outcome, but I knew at the end of the day, it's another game. Loaded my suitcase and let's go.
No, I had just like the utmost confidence in us. Like, I was ready to shock the world. Everyone had said, "Oh, Caleb this, Caleb that," but I was ready. I think we all had that belief, and we just knew all season long what was going to happen, and it was that moment. So it was kind of like it was really antsy. But,
Yeah, and at the same time, like, I know all of us were on the 2-8 team. Like, I was just thanking God for the opportunity, man. Like,
Amen, for real.
because we went through some rough days.
Yeah.
And being in those situations, like, and Davis bringing us there and all that, like, couldn't be more thankful.
You still need this?
So not just the championship game, what was the most difficult, the most challenging game for you guys as a team to overcome this year, or last year?
I gotta say, like, McPherson, our friends, like, just gathering ourselves after that, like, after tough losses, you know, where we don't really put anything together, like, it's tough to be able to, you know, pull ourselves together and, like, okay, like, put it in the past, like, we still have, you know, our side of the conference left, like, that game, like, while we wanted to win it, like, it didn't mean anything, and I think those are the hardest times when doubt is hitting and you're like, oh, we really, what we think we are, and really just pulling ourselves together.
Yeah, no, hats off. Those teams, they just beat us fair and square, and like taking those licks where you're like, well, we just got beat, you know, and then having to pretty much go back to square one, like those are tough. Like those practices were some days.
I'm gonna disagree. I think getting punched in the mouth was something we needed. It was really a wake up call, because I mean, like, after just like, oh, I'm sorry boys, but after getting stepped on like that, I think people really realize, like, okay, we're a good team, but we're never gonna win if we think we're the shit. Like,
Yeah, we did need it.
Yeah, we needed that.
If I can say one thing, I just like he said about those games, we got kind of beat the brakes off. I'm just like, our team, like, we didn't like point fingers and nothing like that. We didn't like, I think that was the main thing of like overcoming those rough games, is like, we didn't blame, we didn't point fingers. We all just like, okay, hey, listen, like, we might have lost, but it's over with. Next week, let's put the work in and see if we get a different result. So it was kind of like nobody wasn't like turning on each other, you know, because that really causes problems in teams if we're all just fighting. So like, we all stay as a group. So
And
that's
we really
what
beat
got.
ourselves at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We really beat ourselves. That's all it was. There was no better team, no more athletic team. It was just,
Yeah, it's all within the group. So.
Yeah. Well, and when you go through those tough losses, what does it take mentally to just push through and to look to the next game? And what do you guys focus on in practice mostly?
Yeah, so I kind of live in, I don't live in the past, I kind of live in the present time. So after the game's over, you can't take that back. So I kind of just move on from that, get it out of my head, and don't let it mess with my mental to the week of practice. I just kind of just clear-minded, next opportunity. That's what I do.
Yeah, definitely after getting beat and, you're down, I have a great support system around me. And like my little brother, he'll just tell me how it is, and then like hearing that and then being like, all right, and then just kind of picking yourself up after being like, it's bad, it was rough, but it's another week.
Yeah. Forget it and move on, really. That's all you can do.
Really just put it in the past, don't point fingers, watch film, but after that Monday of film, like just it's in the past and watch the next week's game, team's film.
Prepare for the next team.
Yeah.
And then seeing all of that hard work pay off with the championship, what were your guys' emotions, thoughts in that moment when that game ended?
So I'm not gonna lie, like once we scored a touchdown, I just fell to my knees and started crying. I couldn't even be like happy. I couldn't, cause like I got hurt like the previous years before, like my first year starting last year. So it was kind of like a big moment because I put in the work. Like I was busting my tail, and it just showed like every week it just showed that. So.
You belong there.
Yeah.
You absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like once Ruth got in the end zone, it was just because that game was intense. It was a good game, so just that first sigh of relief was just amazing. And then like hanging out just with the boys, celebrating. There's nothing better in the world.
No.
For real. After coming from a hard stop, the D line, Kyle Reynolds, AJ the man, just punching in the gap, stopping the run, come in, Ruth bust in for a touchdown for game. I mean, I couldn't do nothing but just go crazy after a 2-8 season where we weren't 2-8 team. We weren't a 6-6 team either, but really it was great. It was great.
Yeah, and after having 2 losing seasons in a row, like just that, initial dang, we actually did it. Like we just worked through all that. There was a lot of tough times, so many tough times, more tough times than good times actually the last few years. But just for that all to work out, it was just the best feeling.
Yeah, especially coming off of 2 disappointing seasons the years before. I mean, the high of winning the championship would just be that much more special for you guys. When you guys were going through those seasons, those tough times, what was the biggest challenge for you guys?
I'd say our biggest challenge was probably turning on each other like the 2-8 season. Gosh, it's kind of funny looking back, like offense would go 3 and out, defense would be going on like cussing us out, and then they'd get a stop and we'd go back on and go 3 and out again, and then we'd be like, oh, we got you guys next time, and it would just keep happening, and defense and offense, we just hated each other. We didn't work as a team. We were blaming coaches. We were just making excuses we were falling apart.
I think it was just the hardest part was rebuilding that confidence in ourselves, because we were a great team 2-8 season. We were a great team 6-6 season, but it was just about, do we trust ourselves to really be who we really are? I think that was the hardest thing to overcome. And halfway through that season, I think Evangel game was the game we realized we are that team. We can do this. And that's when it just flipped. That's when the ball was rolling and it didn't stop.
Yeah, no, I think the 2-8 season was rough.
Yeah.
But I'm very thankful for it because it tests your love of the game and it tests like the people around you, and I wouldn't trade it because I think in my opinion it got a lot of negative people out.
Yeah.
And everybody who's here really wants to be here and it means something to them, and so we needed it, but it was terrible.
I think that 2-8 season just really turned me into a demon. So that's what really happened.
Used as motivation moving
I
forward.
just thought about it all summer and it just was ready to grow.
Yeah, still think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you guys were ending those seasons, what was it like in the locker room, players transferring and seniors going out and stuff? how did you guys keep the core of your team together and to be able to build off of those seasons to create success that you have?
So like picking off AJ, it was kind of after that season, just a lot of negative players just got out the locker room. So after like they all left, it kind of just got closer because you know one negative person on the team is like a cancer. So like that kind of was the reason why it wasn't so like he wasn't that as tight as he was as last year, you know. So yeah, a lot of cancers up the team. That's what really happened.
Yeah, our coaches really, like, I was impressed with them. Like, it's hard to kick. Like, there were a lot of good players that were like cancers. It's hard to kick guys that, you know, helped you win some games, like some dogs on the field. It's hard to say, hey, like, you got to go somewhere else. You know, good players, and they actually like bought in and built the culture up.
Yeah, just like you said, we know who wants to be here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we respect Davis so much. Like, going through those years, he could get a job probably anywhere. And you know, he was here, he was kicking people off that I knew that he still loved because he loves all of us. But he still loved them and he knew they could produce, but like, this is why we're successful, is because he did stuff like that.
Shout out Arrowhead Nutrition. Shout out
Arrowhead.
So when you looking at this coaching staff and the things that they've been through to get to the point where you guys won the championship last year, I mean, just what are your comments on the coaching staff and, you know, their wherewithal to come through those disappointing seasons and to bounce back the way that they did?
I got to give a shout out to my dog, Coach Anderson. So he was our first year OC last year. So and he just had something of just confidence and like us up front as the O-line, just be able to just run that ball. He just had a confidence.
He had
and
some swagger.
Yeah, so it was good. First year OC, we all just bought into a system and it showed.
Yeah, and like we got CA and like Coach Mudd works harder than anyone I've ever met. And he always prepares us to be in the best positions, and if it comes to game time and we fail, then we know it's because we didn't execute something, because he has a good plan.
And I mean, yeah, just it's straight respect to like the coaching staff we had then and right now is great. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They know where we need to be and why we need to be there. I mean, they just like you said, they put us in great positions. All we gotta do is perform.
Yeah, shout out Coach Anderson and Davis. Like, they really put us like in the best position they can weekly to win. Like, every time I go in the office, they're breaking down film. They're trying to come up with some new play for a specific defense. Like, they were always in there working. They were ready.
Yeah.
So for you defensive guys, when you guys are on the field and you're trying to determine if they're going to run or throw the ball, what is the biggest thing that you guys look for?
Well, for me, I can hear Mud screaming in the back of my head. eyes. So I'm not looking nowhere else but my man. So I mean, I'm just waiting until I hear past the ball call. But in the interior where it gets dirty, he's got a better answer for you.
Yeah, no, I try to just watch as much film as I possibly can, and then when we get into it, like really feel the flow and try to get tendencies down, and really just when I'm in it, I couldn't really tell you because it's just kind of tunnel vision. But I, not to give away too much, but I always look at hands, because everybody's always messing with their hands before they do something important.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it leads me wrong. Don't take that as 100%. But that's what I'm looking at.
When you see a run and you fill a gap and just obliterate the running back, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel really good. I like it a lot. But I love when like the boys come up and they're like, man, that was a good one. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. So it's probably the best feeling in the world. I won't lie to you.
Yeah. And when you go up and you're able to knock the ball away on a big play, a touchdown saving play, or get an interception, I mean, what's your thoughts? You know, what's going through your mind right as that's happening?
What email am I going to spam?
Yep.
When am I pulling out the bag?
That's awesome. When you obliterate someone on a pancake block, same question.
I don't really like talk trash. The most thing I say, I'll probably like, yeah, boy, or something like that. I don't really go out there cursing, so I just talk a little bit of trash, not too much though. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just something about pancaking somebody and just watch your running back just go right behind you, just down the sideline. So
Yeah.
it's not, I don't, not all the time do I run 60 yards and celebrate. I catch them like once they're hitting the sideline, I run to them. But running down, that's sometimes just tiring, man. It's tiring.
Do you, I'm sure you get quite a bit of enjoyment out of throwing blocks, just being able to hit someone.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, last year, I mean, I guess our offense is mainly a running offense, and being the tight end slash kind of like H-back in our offense, like lead blocker type guy, like that's a great feeling. Like when that hole opens up, someone pulls, hits someone out, and there's just me and that linebacker, like there's nothing better than just running, just boom, running back breaks. That's just, love that feeling. It's always AJ on the other end of that block, just looking down at him, scoring touchdowns.
I don't know about that, man.
If you could pick one play from last season that you would replicate for this year, what would it be?
Yeah, you gotta come and watch. Can't say too much about it. You gotta come and watch.
We have this really cool trick play we're putting in. No, I'm kidding.
No, I would say like a specific play. I don't know if this is the answer you're looking for, but
I'm more looking for just a vague answer.
okay,
so.
well, I'll give you a vague answer, I guess. But if I could,
Obviously, you can't give too much.
yeah, no, but if I could bring one specific play that I think was kind of the turning point for everything, he's not here anymore, love him to death, but
Yeah.
Kyle Reynolds getting an interception against Bethel, kind of like that was our first win in a long time, and like just getting that and having all that was amazing.
Yeah.
Flip the emotions
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
I would say though, it's not. I guess it's not necessarily a play, but this dude doesn't play here anymore either. The kick return against K-Dub to
Yeah.
flip the script, tie the game up, and now let's play ball. That was a great feeling. That's something I want to see every time.
Yeah, but those are great plays. They're both great. Now, when you guys are going out, what is your favorite type of play to run for the offense?
Run the ball.
Yeah, for you, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, any little tight end pop pass, little trickery to the tight end, love that type of stuff. Or running the ball, you know, like blocking a little.
I feel like that's something that the offense, if you come out, first play, hit them in their mouth and set the tone, you got them.
Yeah.
So, you gotta set that tone first play, hit them in their mouth, and they don't like me hitting their mouth, so.
With the great O-line we got, we was doing that every game.
Yep.
Doing that every game.
On the defensive side, same question.
Oh, geez, you know, I'm straight man.
you're really just calling plays.
Yeah.
No, I like playing free completely. So I love blitzing and saying, you know, maybe find the green grass, and then I get to try to mess with Donnie a little, see what I can do. So definitely blitzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys are in big game moments and you know that you need to turn the tide, what's your mentality on the sideline?
Let's go, we got this. Like, none of that down, don't be sad, let's go, bring it up. We got this, come on, we here. Like, it's time.
Energy and confidence.
Yep.
Literally.
All this, it ain't no, oh, you're doing it. Come on, let's go, we got this. Everybody dapping each other, shaking hands, we know that we got this. So just staying tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when you do flip the script, that feeling is just
Best
incredible.
feeling
Oh,
Good feeling.
But we can't get too high, can't get too low.
Gotta ride the wave.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to get too overconfident, but you want to be confident enough that you play your best.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just take it as it comes.
You gotta leave everything on the field, because tomorrow ain't promised, so you gotta
Yep.
do your own.
Yep, absolutely. When you guys look at the incoming freshmen, who are you most excited for?
I gotta
You
say,
get some great alignments.
Will, and then this kid named Carson and my dog Abe. I think those are three freshmen I think that I see greatness in them, so.
Yeah, I'm more excited for the guys that nobody knows about, because that was me. Like, came in, the coach who recruited me was gone, nobody knew my name, nothing, and those guys who have to work their way up from the complete bottom, like that's what I'm excited to see.
I wanna see my boy Kurt. He's been working hard. He's dealing with the little hammy issues right now. He's trying to get through it. That boy's been working. I want to see him succeed. My boy Ibrahimi Mahdi, his brother's a running back at Texas State, and I feel like he kind of got overlooked in a way because, like, oh yeah, he might have the same last name, he's still a great athlete. He just wasn't put in the best situations, but he's working hard too. So I just, I want to see, just like you said, I want to see the underdogs come out and make a name for themselves, for real.
Yeah, that's our whole defense. It's just
Literally, yeah.
the misfits, man.
For real.
I'm excited to see what new quarterback Luke Edwards in the future. I know Losiah, both those guys offensively have been here putting work in the summer. It's hard to come up as a freshman and to college, university, and try and get in with those guys, but those guys both been putting in a lot of work.
Been working hard. Yeah.
And we have a running back from England. I'm excited to see.
Oh my God, Aaron! Shout out Aaron! Slow down.
I actually got to meet Losiah Autry at Arrowhead a few weeks ago, and he's a really nice kid. I'm really excited to see what he does.
Kid, yeah.
He's got a lot of positive energy, great vibes coming from that guy.
I think if there isn't a place to fit him in the offensive scheme, he's definitely going to develop and make a difference. But I think he's someone that should be on the bus. He just that great energy. He's always going to be picking everyone up. He's always going to be cheering us on, whether the score is 81-0 or 0-81. He's going to be there, making sure we're all good for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to see a lot of Kansas kids coming into this team and just keeping it local. Because, it's really cool to just be able to use your own state's resources to build a championship team the way you guys have. I mean, you guys have a lot of great pieces from other places, but the kids you guys have from Kansas are extremely exciting.
Definitely.
What's your favorite part of the recruiting process when you were being recruited to Ottawa?
He don't coach here, but his name was Coach Kerr. He would at least call me 3 times out of the week. And that's like a lot of other coaches, they would like talk to me on the phone and then like ghost me a little bit. But Coach Kerr, he called me 3 times a week. He made sure he called me, asked me how I'm doing. Like he would talk to my dad on the phone, and it was just like something I just wanted to be a part of. So that's why I came here.
Yeah, I had 2 offers coming out of high school, and the other one was in North Dakota. So
A little cold there,
local.
even for being from Colorado.
Yeah, no, that place that's different kind of cold. But no, definitely, the Ottawa just cared from the get-go, and I had a wonderful guy who recruited me, Jordan Dodge. He's not here anymore, but he just showed that he cared and really made me buy into the university.
I kind of have a different come up from these guys. I didn't have the best high school experience due to poor decision making. I ended up wrestling my freshman year, and the previous quarterback, Billy Maples, I actually boxed with him. And just one practice, I hear him talking about how they're looking for DBs and stuff. And I know in the back of my mind, I love football. I love the game. And I'm just like, shoot, I'll play. And kind of jokingly, and then he's like, well, I can tell you're an athlete. Texted Davis up, and then Davis, just a week later, sent me the contract, signed it, came on, and put my head down and worked. The rest is history.
Shoot, with me, a lot of like NAI offers, a few little D2s, and I might have had like a little bit more money elsewhere and stuff, but Coach Mendez and Coach K, they hit me up like weekly, like Mendez really, like he was texting me, seeing what he had to do to get me here. He's not here anymore, but he's out coaching William Woods, but love that guy. That guy was a great guy. Everyone loved him.
Shout out Mendez and shout out Arrowhead.
When you guys were going through your tough seasons, what was it like? What was your mentality, and how did you resist the urge to maybe go somewhere else that you might have had another opportunity to get away from a program that you had some bad luck and stuff, to stick that out and to really prove that you guys belonged as a powerhouse team?
Believe in us. Believe in us. I mean, just like we said before, we know what guys wanted to be here. I mean, we have great athletes all around. Anyone on this team really could go play at really a lot of other schools. And I mean, we knew who believed in us, and I think everyone bought in and believed in us. For real.
If it weren't for the guys here, like my friends, like I don't know if I would still be here, but everyone just sticking together. Like, I I'm sure if like a few certain guys would have left, like it would have just started a waterfall, you know. But I think everyone like just talked about it, like yeah, like let's do this, and you know we all just stuck through.
Yeah, I think building something was much more important than going somewhere and just becoming another cog in a machine. Where here, you know, like coming from a smaller school where I didn't get a lot of opportunity in college, granted I wasn't that good, so, but
Well, you're good enough to play for a championship team, so that says a
there we
lot.
go.
He's being humble.
But like Davis bought into me in those times when I was a nobody who just showed up here one day. And so I think it's wrong if you leave someone when you have the chance.
Yeah, I'm the type of dude. If I'm gonna start it somewhere, I'm gonna finish it there. I don't just cause something ain't going away one season. I start and finish. I never quit on nothing. So that's just my mindset. If you're gonna start it, you gotta finish it. So
Yeah.
sticking with Auto. So.
And it is a great place for you guys to finish your careers out. And man, like I said, just winning the championship last year, it's got to feel so great after going through all of those disappointing moments the previous seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Did you guys, when you were in high school, did you guys play in any state championship games? Describe the atmosphere of that.
I played in 4 of them actually. Only won 1, but no, just being in those situations is amazing, and you're super thankful, and you know, getting to do it with some of my best friends in the world from back home, like I'll cherish that forever, and I'm glad I'm getting some of the same experiences here.
I mean, the furthest we went was the semis, and the school I went to, my freshman year was the first year it was open, so it was just a rebuild process, build something up, and it was great. Just like you said, playing ball with your best friends, nothing better.
All right, Gibby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're 80-0 in
Yeah,
high school.
I only lost like my first game in high school, but so I won 3 state championships. As a freshman, we didn't play varsity, but I mean, I didn't really play much in the first 2. I didn't play at all in the first 2, just watched, but like, I don't know, there it was kind of like expected, and I think that just made it so much more special here. Like, coming, it was a hard first year, like, after not losing for like 3 years. Like, I remember first game we lost was just brutal, and then just going from losing seasons to like actually building up instead of just being a part of a team that was already built up, like, that just means a lot more.
Throughout your playing careers, what was it's hard to pick one moment, I know that for sure, but what is your one moment that you knew that Auto was the place that you wanted to play for your whole career?
That's tough.
It's really tough.
Shoot.
And I didn't know for those guys questioning it, but I don't know if there was one moment. I think wasn't a moment, it was just the guys. Like, just knowing, like, I might, you know, in moments like, I don't know what's to come in the future, but I just knew I wanted to be around these guys and whatever we do with them.
Yeah, I think I do have a moment. It was first game I ever got to play in college, and I was on the punt return team. And my buddy Luke Sharp, shout out Luke, took a touchdown back on a punt return, and we all got to like celebrate with him and sharing that with him, and that was amazing. And those are the moments I love and cherish.
I gotta say what they were saying. This is the guys, man. Just playing with my dudes I came in here with, so we're gonna finish it with them. So.
The atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
the whole locker room atmosphere is what helped.
Definitely. Yeah. You got one?
Family. It was just family, you know. I think I say this all the time. I love the guys here. I love the coaches. I feel like I'm in a great spot. I mean, yeah, it's just like, I don't think I had a specific play. I think for me, it was more of the fact that I came in ineligible, and I still had guys that lift me up, give me a shot, help me out. I mean, it's just the family for real.
That actually brings up something else. What other sports do you guys enjoy doing in your spare time?
Well, me and Donovan are proud track members. We're throwers on the track team. Gibby used to be, but he quit.
No one. Yeah.
Do that, but I'm from Colorado, so I've been blessed to be from Colorado, so I get to go snowboarding, and I haven't tried mountain biking yet, but that's next on the list. So
Jared actually goes mountain biking too.
Oh, really?
So he's
I'll
big
have to
into
get
that.
with them.
So,
I guess
yeah,
somebody's got to teach me
absolutely.
the ways.
I like to play basketball, purely just to help my reactability and just like lateral movement, ability to be tired and still run and jump at an efficient pace. Really.
Always getting better. I love that.
You know, I was part of the track team until I threw my elbow out. Elbow's still shot, but I wrestled a little bit on the team, and then I like to play some pickup basketball, guys.
When you're competing not only on the football field but for track and field, you know, what's that like? You know, just the atmosphere on track days.
On track days.
It's kind of funny because like it's just cool. I don't know, a lot of guys like a lot of them play football, so it's just like a whole conference reunion, and we're all just like chilling, having a good time. It's not like it's a nice vibe out there.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
fun.
just fun.
Yeah, it's
It
pretty
really
fun.
is.
It's pretty fun.
Do you, what things do you do to work on your footwork as a defensive back? Because footwork is incredibly important.
Yeah, just a lot of ladder drills, jump rope, just purely just staying consistent on footwork drills. Really, just yeah.
Do you have any specific drills that you do to work on your footwork as a tight end?
Well, we as tight ends on our team, we have to go indie with the O-line almost every day, almost every time. Not complaining, but we need it. But so I get my footwork in with them, get my steps in and stuff. Coach Davis over there in the corner. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. No, back home in Colorado, I have a trainer. His name's Brian Geiger. He works with Surge Training. If you're anywhere in Colorado, look him up. He's great. So he's awesome. He sets me up for success with that.
If you weren't playing football, or, you know, not only just track and field, if you weren't playing football, what would be one sport that you would really want to try out in, you know, Ottawa University?
Gotta go tennis. Go tennis.
You'd be a killer at that, man.
I would say lacrosse because my girl plays lacrosse and I talk a lot of smoke about how I'm gonna lock her up. So yeah, I think I'd want to go on defense and clip a couple guys, smack a couple. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I think I'd want to be a good bowler.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
just, you know, still scholarships, get to go, just have fun, drink some Capri Suns, bowl a little.
Wow.
Like, yeah, just be a fun sport.
Hey, we got a bowling alley back in town a few years ago, so you'll actually be able to do that. Go enjoy your time there.
I would definitely go with golf. I'm a terrible golfer, but I love golf. So definitely golf.
I agree with that. Golf was absolutely my favorite in high school. I mean, I loved every minute of it.
Definitely.
I may not have been, you know, top 10 in the state or even close to that, but I enjoyed every moment
It's
of
just
it.
so much fun.
Yeah. And our school was small enough that we, as varsity players, got to play at some JV meets. So we got to
There you go.
get some success to make us feel really
There you
good.
go.
You gotta have those easy wins every once in a while. Oh. When you guys are preparing in the off season, what kind of things are most important to you to prepare yourself mentally and physically for the season ahead?
Discipline, technique. I like to really if we're not in the playoffs, winning, which hopes of this year that we're playing until Christmas. But I think when it gets to the colder area, I think that's when I like to up my training, because I want to be that team where we're just consistently in the playoffs, like nothing's different, like it's just another day. But yeah, just making myself more disciplined as much as I can every day.
My main thing, I probably just worry about like having flexibility in my hips, because I play offensive lineman, and then how to keep my mental straight. I really focus on like, it's like positive self-talk. Like always don't lose confidence. You always gotta have that confidence, because that takes you a long way. So I'm big on confidence.
Yeah, shoot. I don't know, just kind of being in a good headspace at all times. Physically, you know, you have to do what you have to do to be ready, but being level-headed and like being prepared to take in a lot of knowledge that's most important to me.
Yeah, I think it's a long off season here, and you know it's hard to stay focused and have that goal in the back of your mind the whole off season. But I think you gotta remind yourself over and over again like what the goal is and where you want to be at the end of summer.
So, and I know that during the off season, it can be tough to motivate yourself sometimes. What's your favorite technique to motivate yourself and to putting the work in and stuff when you really just feel down or something? You just feel like today's a day that you want to relax when you know you need to get something done.
I like to tell myself, the other guy's not stopping. The other guys ain't gonna stop working. They don't care how you feel. No one cares how you feel. When you line up, the other dude's not gonna say, hey, does your stomach hurt? Hey, are you having a bad? No, this line up, whistle blows, play snap. Don't matter. It's about how I go about it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people to prove wrong. I've got like some screensavers on my phone, some things people said I would like to look at. But yeah, just kind of always have that internal motivation just to prove those people wrong.
Yeah, definitely think about 2-8 a lot. Think about losing some games by 40 plus. That'll get you right out of bed.
Yeah, I just think about like my sisters and my family back home, and just trying to make them proud, because I didn't come all the way out here just to play around. I'm actually here to put the work in and win. So.
And when you guys were going through those disappointing seasons and you had to deal with all the negative things that were said by the community and your teammates or everyone within the school, how did you guys overcome that and use that as motivation going into last year and use that as motivation to win the championship?
It was just fuel. It just like fuel to the fire, basically. Just I seen all the media stuff saying Ottawa is the last in the division, just seeing all types of stuff, and just with Coach Davis was just getting us hyped, was ready. So.
Yeah, no, we worry about the important people, and the important people are in our meeting rooms. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what Joe said, like drown out the outside noise, like all that matters is like this group of guys that's right in here, like what you guys think, like just don't let anyone else get to you.
I'll say I've seen a lot of determination in the guys around me, and hearing those things, seeing those things, reading like how they placed us, how they rank us, hearing what they think of this week, I could look around and I could tell week one, we didn't care, but two, when we heard that, it was all right, bet.
Motivation.
Literally,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you got to use that as motivation to create your own success, and you can't worry about what the people on the outside of your program have to say.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a great mentality. When you guys got to that championship and you silenced all of the talk that was said before the previous seasons, I mean, just what were your reactions, you know, just how did you feel towards the people, like, look at me now? Is that kind of how you felt?
I kind of felt good once I won it, but like after like it was over, I just kind of was like, next year that means we gotta go even harder, because a lot of teams are gonna they're gonna have their best games when they play against us, because we were the defending champions. So just not me having too big of an airhead, like we still gotta go out there and prove everybody wrong again. Just can't just get too comfort. Just because we won last year, it's over with. It's done. So we gotta get prepared for this new season.
Yeah, no, we always live in the present, and the present right now, we're nothing. We're 0-0,
It's nothing.
and we're just work till the end.
Yeah, I'm right there with him.
like once we silenced everyone, you know, won last year, like we didn't really silence everyone. Like so even after we did that, people were like, oh, like K-Dub should still be in that game. Like they still don't deserve it. Like, you know, and
It was a
going out. Yeah, that's everyone's still like everyone's mad. Everyone's saying, oh, they shouldn't have made the playoff. This, that, and the other. And like that's still like we still have so many doubters, and just use all that as motivation still.
A lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to have that target on your back?
Just doesn't really feel different. Just like now we know every week we play, they're gonna give us their best game. So you put the work in now, so the season is easy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out what you put in. That's what I was always taught. So you pay the rent. You gotta pay that rent in the summer and stuff. So when the season comes, it's just a nice little season. So
Yeah, I love the feeling like with the target on our back. Like AJ, do you have the tat that says Molan Lave?
Huh?
Is that you?
Yeah.
I love that saying, like the Spartan saying, Molan Lave. It's like, come and take it. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, do something about it, you know?
Yeah. No, we understand everything about last year. Like, if I was sitting at home losing 2 games and I saw a 6-6 team in the playoffs, I'd probably be pretty mad. So the only thing our goal is this year is we're not gonna give them any room to talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 100% that we belong everywhere we go.
trying to earn that respect.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, based off their answers, you can see it. Like I was gonna say, I've seen a lot of guys embrace it, take it in, and then just work that much harder. I mean, I think we're ready. I really do believe that.
You guys are obviously excited for the season as everyone else is. What is the game that you are looking forward to the most this year?
Week 1, Southwestern.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about no other game but August 31st right now. So
We've never beat them. They always talk a lot in the game, and you know it's been tough 3 years in a row losing close games, and I've just been wanting this game since last year.
Yeah, the KCAC's loaded this year, so I'm excited to play everyone. It's gonna be fun every week.
Yeah, the conference is definitely stacked, that's for sure. You guys have a lot of great talent on the opposing side, and just the teams that you have to play make it incredibly tough on every team that plays in the conference every game.
Yep.
What when you guys are playing at home, who is the toughest team to come into your home stadium and play?
Toughest one to come in. That's a good question.
Yeah, I gotta tip my hat to something about Tabor, man. Them young cats, they come in and they play ball, so I gotta give my hat to them. So
Yeah, then you know I feel like Friends always wants a piece of us, so they come in hot too.
Yeah, after that 2-hour drive,
Yeah.
they're coming in angry.
I don't know, I'd say maybe K-Dub, they came out, they were chirping, disrespecting us, and we knew we had a battle.
Really, I think every single team we have faced at home has come in with this mindset that we shouldn't be there with them. That's what they think, I feel like. And honestly, I'm tired of it. And I think everyone else around me is tired of it. We're all coming to show these guys.
Use it as your motivation for success,
Yeah.
and you guys have done that very well.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me your favorite memories from being on this team.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones.
I can't.
Can't narrow it down?
Yeah, I can't say this on camera, so I'm gonna
There's a couple of those.
A lot of those.
No, probably anything just being with the guys. You know, that's why at the end of the day we do it. You know, like small school football is probably one of the hardest things you do because like there's not a lot of support around. So we lean on each other so heavily, and like that builds a great bond.
Just chilling. I just like to chill with all the guys. That's the vibe. I'll take that any day.
Yeah, a lot of people say like when you look back, you can't remember what happened in week 2 and whatnot, like, but you remember like what happened after week 2, like hanging out with the guys and stuff. Like, I think that's always the best memories.
I think first half of the Dordt game, everyone was saying that we shouldn't be there. And granted, we got too comfortable. We got a little. We didn't keep our foot on the gas in the second half, and it really went to bite us. But the team we were in the first half adored. We was stopping them 3 and out, and the offense goes in, rush it down the field. Like that was a great time, honestly.
What do you guys and your teammates do as good team building exercises? What do you guys go do as a team for fun?
We're gonna.
Gibby, you wanna take this
Yeah, you
one?
want me to answer this one?
Yeah, we just hang out with each other.
Hang out.
Yeah, just hang out.
We
Just
hang
hang
out.
out.
Just hang out.
That's all
Drink
there is
some
to
Mountain
it.
Dew, baby.
All jacked up with Mountain Dew.
Yep. Exactly.
Shout out Arrowhead Nutrition.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's all there is.
oh. What when you guys are hanging out with each other and stuff, what is your favorite things within the community to go do? Like to do for the community and to really bring people into caring about the football program or the university as a whole?
My favorite cutting you off. My favorite thing I always like to do, we usually help the church is kind of down the street, kind of like around the corner. I like to go to that church because the ladies there are so like nice, and I love helping them and giving back to the community. So probably helping the church move stuff is my favorite thing to do.
Sacred Heart Catholic Church.
Yep.
Go get
Shout
some
out.
Jesus.
Yep.
Shout out.
Go check them out. And shout out my dog Pastor Tiger.
Yeah.
Right down the street. Yep.
Actually, it's Sacred Heart is where my grandma attended, and after my grandfather and a few of my aunts and uncles were killed in a car wreck back in 1972, I believe. 71 is when they were killed. They donated a fountain in their memory, I believe it was, and as far as I know, it's still up there, and that's just a cool family connection there.
Yeah.
So Sacred Heart means a lot to our family.
Good people.
Sacred
Yes,
Heart.
no,
It's
really nice
wonderful
ladies.
people there. Like every time I go there, I have a good laugh, and the ladies there are just the greatest. So.
Okay, what is your guys' favorite place in Ottawa to go eat?
That's hard.
Smoke Creations.
Yeah, probably good.
Yeah.
Or Mez. What's the new
El
name?
Mez?
Mez.
I don't know their name.
Mez.
Yeah, after they moved, I can't remember what they renamed it, but yeah,
Place in Ottawa. If the good cook's in town, I like prime time. It depends who's in the kitchen. That's what it comes. Yeah, it's days with prime time. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's.
Huff Bistro. Calf.
Ray's.
Ray's has
Deli.
super good
Oh,
sandwiches.
Oh yeah, no, Ray's fire. Ray's fire. Don't post. You can't tell people.
Right on Main Street.
Yeah, it's like a couple blocks down.
Right there.
It's an almond show. It's,
So
Yeah,
It's good.
no, it
fresh
is.
food.
Their sandwiches are
I might be
fantastic.
going there for dinner then. Huh?
Go there and get the Caleb's Choice is the one that I get.
Caleb's Choice, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, their smoked chicken and their pepper jack cheese.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like to build my own double everything.
Mhm.
You have to send me the order, dude. Lock that thing in.
All right, Texas or Kansas City barbecue?
Oh.
KC baby.
Absolutely, all day, every day.
Yep.
I don't know if I had a bad experience. But
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to shout out my buddy Sam Osborne from Lockhart, Texas. So I'm gonna rep Texas on this one. No,
I don't know
offense
what
to
it
you
was.
guys,
I don't know.
but-
I don't know if it was a bad spot. I'm gonna go Texas. I don't know if it was a bad spot I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right in the middle,
KC
dude.
/ Oklahoma barbecue. It's just the same.
KC's dude. We're not known for much.
Yep.
Got some good barbecue.
Yep. Well, that's just because you guys haven't tried our pineapple upside down ribs yet. I make some mean ribs.
All
That
right.
sounds
Pulled
really
pork.
good.
This may need to happen, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna have a barbecue for sure.
Yeah.
All right, man.
And also on that, speaking of great barbecue, there is a place that has a great tradition of just having great food, and they're very simple. They have a few sandwiches, but their main deal is ribs. and you take I-35 out south to Williamsburg. You get off there, and there's a place called Guy and May's. The ribs fall off the bone. I mean, you can't get better.
Maze.
Yeah, I literally grew up in that place.
Okay.
It was one of my favorite places growing up. Of course, it was basically right across the street from the what was the high school when I was in elementary and middle school. And so we went there before and after every game, you know, in middle school, and it was just a family place. And
Check it out.
yeah, so definitely recommend that one. If for the people that come in, incoming freshmen and stuff, what things within the community do you guys recommend that they need to check out, that they need to go experience?
Church. Like everybody should go to the church.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a really good church community in this town, that's for sure.
Yeah, one of the best.
Yeah, or definitely just talk to some people around. You know, there's good people everywhere, but you know, meeting good people here has definitely been awesome.
Out of all of the people that you've met throughout, coaches, teachers, throughout your time in Ottawa, who has been the most inspirational to you?
Coach Carey.
Come on, bro, stop taking my answer.
Coach Carey's he was an academic advisor. Coach Carey, for sure.
Rest in peace, prayers to that man.
Yeah.
Great teacher, great mentor, great coach.
I don't know him the best, but
Yeah.
every time I talk with him, he was always trying to help, trying to see. He knew me by name, you know. He knew, I feel like, almost all the students by name. Like, he would just say, hey, great cat. Other than him, say maybe Tiger Pasture. He's been a great model in my life. Like, we have a little Bible study with him, and he's just always there for everyone.
Yeah,
Shout out Marjorie Sean, sorry.
definitely to add on to all those great ones, probably Kirk Wren, he's a professor. He's just a great guy, and he really preaches like the importance of, you know, all of us went through school and we kind of half butted our way through it, but like he really brings the best out of people, and I respect him a lot.
It's awesome. Within the community of Ottawa, not just in Ottawa University, what has been one of your favorite things just about the people in the community and the whole community vibe as a whole?
Me and Gibby actually, we get supported by a great family, the Finneys, who have helped in so many ways, and you know, just like having them, it's been amazing. So
Yeah, they've been so good to us and so many
they're
others.
too good to us.
Yeah,
Too good.
they're like they say, and I say like they're like my Ottawa parents. Like they're just always here for me, always
Yeah,
looking for ways to help, not just us but anyone.
yeah, really good people.
Yeah, a really loving community. I think. I mean, you go out somewhere, and then just anybody will come to you. Oh, you go to Ottawa? What sport you play? And then just great people, great conversations. I mean, everyone supports everyone. It's great.
Yeah, we were at Smoke Creations the other day, and some nice lady came up and just started talking to us about football and us being on the team and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pride in the community for our sports is absolutely great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we want to show
You're
up.
not gonna get no better than this. I mean, you're not gonna find no better community that supports the school so good. So yeah, you can see the little signs in everybody's yards. Support Ottawa University everywhere.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a switcheroo and someone had to go to the bathroom, so we obviously just went out on the street and found a replacement. It seemed to work out fairly well. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Joe Farias from San Antonio, Texas, and I play left guard here at Ottawa University football team.
Tell us about your experience.
It's been an experience. I came here freshman year, and I was at tackle. So when they told me I was moving to guard, I was a little down because I was a really good tackle back where I was from. But I adjusted well. The guys treated me right here, my old buddies, and then from then on, I came in, finished my freshman year. Wasn't so hot. Came back, was the sacrifice to a great season. But yeah. we're back again, healthy, together.
Ankle's all good.
Humpty Dumpty put together again, yeah.
Love to hear it.
What was it like coming back from your injury, going through the emotions of the rehab and everything like that?
It was hard. It was hard just because just to watch them. I wasn't watching on the sidelines. I was watching from up there on my TV, but I watched. So I just love watching them play. Yeah, I love all these dudes either catching the ball, making a tackle, deflecting a ball. You know, it was amazing to watch them. But now I'm back, so I get to live with them. So.
Yeah. How does it feel to be able to come back from an injury like that just debilitating?
Before that injury, I couldn't tell you. I've never had an injury that severe. Even the doctors told me it was a freak accident. Like, it wasn't nothing like it was stressful. It was a clean break. It was, everything was just, it was terrible. It was just a crazy, like, right there, split moment action. But doctor said he put me back together, and the rehab was crazy. I had to build muscle. Not all my muscle's still back, but my football technique is still there. So
yeah,
can't wait to try it out.
That's awesome. When you were going through your rehab, what was the thing that helped motivate you the most to know that you're going to be back in the best position that you can possibly put yourself in to perform on the field?
These guys right here, I'm not gonna lie. I just seeing them going crazy when Lee Patterson ran that thing back, and I was in my boot, in my walking boot, just hobbling back. I was like, damn, this is gonna be exciting next year. And I just couldn't wait. I know these guys are great football players. We're all great football players, and I love to be part of a great football team.
That's awesome. When you finally get back onto the field for your first game, what describe the emotions that are going to be going through your head?
I'm definitely going to be sweating bricks. I always get like that. First snap is always going to be nervous for me, but after that, first click of the pads, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm violent. I'm going to be there. I'm present.
What was your favorite part of last year's team, building up from the disappointments that they had in previous seasons? What was it like to finally break through and get that success in the championship?
Oh man, I mean, you could ask these guys over and over. I bet it was like just amazing to be like, oh, we're gonna get a ring, like, oh, we took over this division, and it hasn't happened in a while from what I've heard. But now we're putting a team together. We're gonna do great things.
Yep. Being a part of that is something special, that's
something
for sure.
Special. Something you just have to be there.
As I asked these guys just a couple minutes ago, what's your favorite part about the Ottawa community outside of Ottawa University?
Oh man, the Ottawa people. The Ottawa people, yeah, I'd have to say that. Not even just student life or nothing. You just meet some people down the street right here at any of the restaurants, and it's like, you never know what you're gonna get,
Yeah,
because everyone's from everywhere.
Yep, exactly. And building these relationships with your teammates and stuff, how did that, I know that really helped you through the rehab process, but like, what did it really mean to have that kind of support from your teammates and coaches and everyone just wanting you back on this team?
It was very like heartfelt for me, because I didn't really think I was that much like, I felt like I was just a dead leg at that point, broke the leg, next guy up, But just hearing them every day when I was in the training room and they were after practice and I was doing my rehab, I was getting my stretches in, and then when I started finally walking and running, I was out there and they were like, dang, bro, you still got it, like my hops and everything. It was just amazing to feel that emotion, especially because all my support is back home. So I have a second family here, definitely.
Well, that's good. Especially having the family away from home is incredibly important.
Yeah.
If I asked these guys earlier, if you weren't playing football for Ottawa University, what sport would you be playing?
Like sports, I mean, football's my only option. I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be the front lines for United States military. But once I got this opportunity, I couldn't let it go. So football was the only way my whole life.
Yeah, and growing up in Texas, describe the atmosphere on game days at Texas high school?
We were a small town. We packed it out. We only held about 10,000 people, visitors and home, and we packed it out. We had people parking cars on the sides. Like, I came from a town where it was like we had a stud quarterback, a stud running back. I knew all the offensive line were studs, and like the whole offense was seniors. So when we left, that town had a hole in it. And
Yeah. I know
The story.
I know Texas is a football down there. High school
Oh,
football is huge. I've
Every
got
Friday.
a brother that has twin boys that they lived in Allen.
Yeah.
So if you know Allen, Texas, their football stadium for their high school, I think it's the biggest in the nation.
Yeah.
Biggest high school. I mean, it is a
I've seen that.
full-blown college stadium, basically. And it's crazy driving by there, just seeing that.
It'll be packed out.
Yeah.
With kids that are just, or high schools that are just at least in the thousands.
Yep.
6,000.
Exactly. So you can grab a chair and join us again.
Hop in, Don.
Yeah. Yeah, we ain't gonna exclude you now just because your seat got taken.
He is taking over.
So, when you guys are in the off season and you guys are trying to find things to do, what is your favorite just miscellaneous extracurricular activity to take part in?
Like around here?
Anywhere, home
Anywhere.
or here?
Probably definitely snowboarding. Or just being in the mountains. That's what I like to do in my free time.
I gotta say, swim with the sharks. I like to go to the beach in Florida, so I like to play games with the sharks. So swim in dangerous water.
Work. I was meant for work. I love work, bro. I need the money. I like money. I love when money's just there, you know. So I go find jobs, pretty much.
Motivation.
Yeah.
I'll take me a good nap. Take me a good nap. Yeah.
Yeah, you can never have enough naps.
For real.
Never.
I was gonna say, Donnie, like I went to the beach, just love boogie boarding. Went to the beach with my girlfriend, shout out Peyton, Shotty. But,
Come on, man.
Yeah, I love boogie boarding, that was awesome.
I asked these guys earlier, who is, when you're going out through the tunnel, you know that you have support in the stands. Who are your biggest supporters out there that show up every game to support you?
Like here at a game here.
Yeah.
I
Or
would have to
anywhere.
I would have to give it to my mom and my dad. They don't come to every game because it's a distance thing, but
Yeah.
every Friday night, every team dinner, they were there. So I definitely got to shout out them. I would always look for them, and even here when they show up, I look for them every time.
Yeah. Yeah, like AJ said, he can definitely tell his
Oh,
mom.
I know where my dad's at. I know where my mom's at. Best believe that.
Yeah. What has been your favorite experience playing here with this team?
Oh man, I gotta think about that. What was my favorite experience? When we ran, we had this special play where we didn't think it would work, to be honest. But he threw it out, and shout out Reader. He went like 79 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. Yeah.
Trick plays are always the best.
Yeah,
That's for
definitely,
sure.
most definitely.
Yeah.
But that was probably my best experience in game.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you're out and about in the town of Ottawa, what is your go-to restaurant?
Oh man, I can't wait to get NIL for this. Applebee's. Put it there. Yeah. Half price apps, cooling drinks, cold drinks, and good food. Good people there, waitresses. You know.
Bless you.
If for the incoming freshmen that are coming in, what would you recommend that they need to check out while in Ottawa?
I mean, the new ice cream shop. I'll say that. There's a new
That
ice cream
sounds good
shop
one.
down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good flavors. There's Oreo. A lot of chocolate, Oreo. And
I think that's the one that I tried too.
yeah, it was good. I'm not
Took the
gonna lie.
boys there.
It was a little funky to look at, but it was good.
Yeah, like chocolate cake or
Yeah.
something in it, but it was super good.
Yeah.
When you guys are not playing, you're trying to find something fun to do. What's your favorite team building activity?
As a team, I don't know. Personally, when we're not doing football, I just go to his house, and from there we pick it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Oh,
We'll go to the houses, the football houses,
yep,
hang out.
it's a community, family,
Yeah.
and that's what's most important.
Most important.
Absolutely. All right, so I want you guys to tell me just go through your favorite things just about being in Ottawa and at the University of Ottawa.
Joe, what do you
The family atmosphere that I came to, and how cold it gets here. It's a break from Texas, yeah. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'd say definitely all the restaurants. Like, I'm from a small town where there's not a lot of stuff to go do, so having like an Applebee's, that was game changing. So.
I would say the guys. I mean, anytime, it's just a great time, you know, for real.
Yep, just guys and getting to play some football. I love football, man.
That's awesome. The just going through the season and last year and seeing the success you have, obviously another championship is what you're aiming for, but what are your personal goals for this season?
Have as much fun as possible. I've always been about enjoying the moment because you never know when this is all gonna end, and so just having a good time, man.
I agree with them, playing the game as it is, you know. Take the wins, you take the losses, but I just want to have fun with these guys.
Since the end of last season, giving up only 1 touchdown. My goal I've been focusing on is to give up 0.
That's it.
A lot of personal goals, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to I just want to give my best effort every time I step on the field. Like, that's all you can do. Like, just do everything in your control. And that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, I accomplish all my goals off that.
I need All-American.
Straight
Go
up.
after it.
Straight up.
Put in the work. You guys definitely are, that's for sure. Life after football, what do you guys want to achieve in your future after your football career is over?
I think I'm gonna personally probably maybe get a dog and then go up to the mountains of Colorado with my fiance, who will then be my wife, and just maybe build a shack, make sure nobody bugs me. That's my one goal in life. Just,
Fishing cabin.
yeah, just nobody bug me. That's all I want in life.
I want to build the biggest, happiest family I possibly can.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us. You take care.
Yes, sir. Have a good
I just want to, like them, build a big, strong Christian family and just enjoy life.
Absolutely, that's a great answer. Just being able to enjoy what you do in everyday life is the most important thing for sure.
Definitely.
So when you guys are outside of your football team, who within your community, through other athletes at Ottawa University, who do you think through like the track and field team, basketball team, who do you think supports you guys the most? Let's start a rivalry here.
Who supports us the most?
It was wrestling.
Yeah,
I'd say.
the wrestlers always show up. They're good guys too. They're really good guys. Because Gibby's kind of our in with the wrestlers, so.
But yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah, no, probably wrestling.
Wrestling.
I'd say wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling's definitely our.
Yeah, so we try to go to as many matches as we can, many duels, try to support those guys too.
Yeah. Well, that pretty much answers my next question. My next question was, which sport do you guys support the most outside of football?
Definitely wrestling.
Definitely wrestling.
I didn't have wrestling in my high school, but it looks like the most grittiest sport
Yeah.
that there is.
Shout out Girls Across.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
always a girl
Yeah,
to
there you
cross.
go.
He's got motivation for that one.
You know what
We
picture on that?
we all love and support women's soccer.
I actually, a week or so ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I shot an intro to one of my videos at the soccer field. So I took advantage of that.
There you go, there
It's
you
a
go.
really, really cool field to be
Yeah.
on. So the boys really enjoyed playing on that, that's for sure. Ugh. Well, with that, we are going to cut to Parker, and he's going to give us our Kansas Athlete Spotlights presented by Arrowhead Nutrition. Stop by there, check out all of their wonderful energy teas and nutritional shakes. Stop by, say hi, check them out. Just make sure to make it a part of your morning routine the way that it is mine.
What's going on, guys? Parker here, back with Tree City Sports. Glad to be back on. Can't wait to talk about our Kansas Athletes of the Week, presented by Arrowhead Nutrition and the guys over there, Jared included. We appreciate all your hard work you guys put in over there, making up drinks for the Ottawa community and also supporting us in our Kansas Athlete Spotlights. And we're going to keep working our butts off over here, showing our support back and giving you guys a bunch of content. So without further ado, our first athlete of the week is Jonathan Reyes out of Wichita, Kansas. He is the Ottawa University quarterback and played on the junior varsity squad last year. I'm sure Jonathan will be looking to get a lot more reps this season for the main squad and hopefully take that Braves team to a KCAC championship, maybe even a national championship if they can play well enough. But I've heard a lot of buzz around the Ottawa community that they're excited for this football season and ready to come out and watch and support the Braves. So hopefully Jonathan can line up the scoreboard a little bit and have a great season as a sophomore. So yeah, congratulations, Jonathan, for being a part of our Kansas Athlete Spotlight. And let's get into the next athlete. So our next athlete is Sean Patrick Hurst. He actually comes out of Iola, Kansas, where I'll be heading in a couple weeks to play baseball. He's the Ottawa Braves tight end, and he'll be a junior this season. In 2023, as a redshirt freshman, he played for the junior varsity squad, and in 2022, he redshirted. So in high school, he lettered in football, basketball, and baseball at Yates Center High School, which is the high school for the area around Iola. He was an all-state selection in football, earned second-team all-state honors in basketball, and was a unanimous first-team all-league selection in both football and basketball. So we got a multiple sport athlete again on the show, and pretty cool to have a guy coming out of the area where I'm going to play baseball at Allen Community College. I've heard a lot of good athletes come out of Iola at Yates Center High School, and Sean is nothing short of that. So wanted to go ahead and shout Sean out. Hopefully he can have a good season with Jonathan at quarterback, and hopefully the Ottawa Braves can show out this season and make it to the KCAC championship, like I said. So this won't be the last Ottawa Brave we talk about today, but we love recognizing, especially Calvin, because he's in that area. We love talking about the Ottawa Braves and the NAIA level. We like getting their names out there as well, even though they kind of go unrecognized sometimes. We like getting their names out there. So without further ado, let's get into our next Kansas Athlete Spotlight of the Week. Next up, we have Cody Presley out of Hill City, Kansas. He's the Ottawa Braves linebacker. I'm not sure if he plays middle or outside. We just have linebacker listed here. But as a sophomore, Presley finished the season with a 10 tackle and 1 tackle for loss campaign. In 2022, he was a member of the junior varsity team as a freshman. In high school, he lettered in football, track, wrestling, powerlifting, and basketball at Hill City High School, and was named to all non-senior team, was a 2-time all-league selection, and a 4-time team captain. So Presley is also a member of the OU powerlifting program, so he loves showing off his competitive nature in as many facets as he can for Ottawa. I'm pretty sure he really likes the program there in Ottawa, and he loves being a Brave and showing out for his school. So it's really cool to see a multiple sport athlete at the college level still. And yeah, we just wanted to recognize him for his accomplishments and what he's done for the Braves so far. And yeah, without further ado, let's move into the next one again. Our next athlete today is Tegan Flynn out of Lawrence, Kansas. Tegan is a defensive end for the Ottawa University Braves, and he finished the 23 season with 10 tackles and 1 tackle for loss, and I'm sure he's looking to build on those numbers this fall and help out the squad a whole lot. That Ottawa team is looking really good coming into the season, and I'm excited to see how they do, and we're going to keep giving you spotlights from that team, from that squad, so you guys know who they are and can look forward to the season as well. Maybe go out and support the guys over at the Ottawa Braves, and these guys deserve it. They're putting in the work, and they really are trying to get that KCAC title. So it's going to be cool to watch this fall to see where all these guys go that we've been talking about. But without further ado, let's move into the next guy on the Ottawa Braves. Our next athlete of the week is Donovan Henry, an O-lineman for the Ottawa University Braves. He'll be a senior this year. And in 2023, Henry earned honorable mention all KCAC honors at offensive tackle. In high school, he lettered in football and track at Ewell High School, and he was an all-conference, all-district performer in football. And he was also a regional track meet qualifier. So Henry showed out for his high school and now the Ottawa Braves even last season. And I'm sure as a senior leader on this squad, he's really going to show up and show out. I think we're getting an interview with him coming up soon, so that'll be exciting. Stay tuned for that with Calvin. But yeah, congratulations, Donovan. We just wanted to recognize you here on Tree City, and congratulations for being a Kansas Athlete Spotlight of the Week. Next, we have wide receiver Skylar Rardin. I think I said that right. He's out of Wichita, Kansas as well. On 2023, he played on the JV squad as a freshman, but in high school, he earned 4 letters in football, 2 in basketball at Campus High School in Wichita, and he was an all-AVCTL selection at receiver. So we got a baller at receiver in Ottawa. He's going to show out this season, going to light up the scoreboard as much as he can, and yeah, we're looking forward to watching you play, Skylar. So without further ado, let's move into our next athlete. Our next athlete of the week is Jackson Rumford Scott out of Community High School. He's committed to play at Kansas State University. We just wanted to give Jackson a quick shout out because we love our Kansas State Wildcats on here, obviously. And we're excited to have you a part of the squad, Jackson, and looking forward to getting you to Manhattan to play some ball. So yeah, we're super excited to announce him being a commit to K-State here on Tree City Sports. And yeah, let's get into our next athlete. Our next athlete, kind of a big deal here in Manhattan, Kansas. I know a lot of people know this name, but Desmond Purnell out of Topeka, Kansas. He's a Kansas State linebacker, and last year was an all Big 12 honorable mention in the coaches poll, a 2022 academic all-district, and a 2022 to 2023 first-team academic all Big 12. In 2023, he started all 13 games for the Cats and earned all Big 12 honorable mentions, like I said. He finished 5th on the team with 52 tackles to go along with 4.5 tackles for loss, a half sack, a pick, 3 total passes defended, 3 fumbles forced, and 2 fumble recoveries. He finished the season by tying at least 5 tackles in 5 of the final 7 games and tied for 19th in the nation in fumble recoveries, while he tied for 2nd in the Big 12. Also, he tied for 2nd in the conference in forced fumbles. All 3 of his forced fumbles came during Big 12 play to garner a league high honors, and that one of his fumble recoveries was a 15-yard touchdown return against Baylor. He registered a career-high 7 tackles against UCF, a game in which he recovered his first career full tackle for loss, and also had a tackle for loss at Texas and in the Pop-Tarts Bowl against NC State. So he helped us get another bowl win. And his half sack came against TCU, a game in which he also got his first career interception. Again, like I said, a first-team academic all Big 12 performer. In 2022, he also played in every game, including a start in the win of 48-0 against Oklahoma State, ranked Oklahoma State, at home in Bill Snyder Family Stadium. One of the best games ever of my recent memory. He had 2 pass breakups and a fumble recovery, and also returned a blocked punt for a touchdown against South Dakota. He had a season-high 5 tackles at West Virginia. He recorded 3 apiece against South Dakota, Iowa State, and in the Sugar Bowl against Alabama. He had 2 pass breakups at Iowa State when he was forced to play on a career-high 58 plays due to the other injured defenders. He recovered a fumble against Kansas and earned academic all-district honors from College Sports Communicators and was a first-team academic all-Big 12 performer. In 2021, he redshirted, but for his high school career, he played safety at Hayden High School under head coach Bill Arnold, viewed as the 6th best prospect in the state of Kansas for the class of 2021 by 224/7 Sports. A finalist for the 2020 Kansas 3A Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year by Sports in Kansas. While the organization voted him a first-team All-State honoree, a first-team All-State selection as a senior by the Wichita Eagle as both a junior and senior, earned first-team All-State honors as a senior and honorable mention accolades as a junior from Topeka Capital Journal. Totaled 811 rushing yards, 469 receiving, 22 total touchdowns, and as a senior had 80 tackles and named the 2020 City Offensive Player of the Year. So Desmond really is just a dog for the Kansas State football team, and he shows out every game for us, and I'm really excited to watch him play this fall. So, thanks again, Desmond, for all you've done for Kansas State sports, and looking forward to watch you play this coming fall. Hopefully we can make it to the college football playoff. I know it's been fun using you in the video game. You're really good in real life and the game. So, let's get into our next athlete. Our next athlete of the week comes out of Olathe South, Kansas. He prepped at Olathe South under head coach Ron Litchfield. We have Jordan Allen. Jordan plays at Kansas State. He redshirted his 2023 season, but he was rated the 31st best weak side defensive end in the class of 2023 by On3 and Rivals, while On3 ranked him as the third best overall player in the state of Kansas. First team All-State selection by the Wichita Eagle as a linebacker during his senior campaign, while he was an honorable mention pick at receiver. Also earned first team All-State honors from Sports in Kansas and KSHSAA, covered an honorable mention All-State selection by the Wichita Eagle and Sports in Kansas in 2021. He prepped at the same high school as current Wildcat receivers Erwin Nash, Bryce Nornberg, and Cooper Warren. So hopefully Jordan can show out for the Cats this fall and give us some support on the defensive side. So, congratulations, Jordan, and let's get into the next athlete. Next up, we have Will
Ancio.
I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. A little bit of a weird spelling, but Anciaux. He comes out of Wichita, Kansas. In 2023, he redshirted for the K-State Wildcats, but in high school, he was a 3-year letter winner and 2-year captain at Capon Mount Carmel under head coach Weston Schartz. Viewed as the 28th best tight end in the class of 2023 by ESPN, actually. He earned first-team All-State honors as a junior and senior from Sports in Kansas, and while picking up first-team honors in 2022 from the Wichita Eagle and KSHAA covered, he was an honorable mention All-State pick as a junior by the Wichita Eagle, and again, the covered. Earned All-City accolades as a sophomore, junior, and senior, and totaled 58 receptions for 911 yards and 9 touchdowns over his prep career, which included 3 scores as both a junior and senior, and he helped that Crusaders team earn City League sectional and regional championships in 21, while they were regional champions in 2020. He also played basketball, where he was a 2-time captain and helped Capon earn a pair of sub-state championships, and he prepped at the same high school as current Wildcat defensive tackle Georgia Traglia, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but congratulations, and let's get right into the next athlete. Next up, we have one of K-State's exciting recruits, safety Colin Barta at a Topeka Seaman. At Seaman High School, he played for the Vikings under head coach Jared Swafford. Rated as the 8th best prospect in the state of Kansas for the class of 2024 by 24/7 Sports and On3, a first-team All-State honoree as a senior from the Wichita Eagle, and a Sports in Kansas and KSHSAA covered, named the 2023 Kansas Sports Central Defensive Back of the Year, and totaled 104 tackles and 13 picks during his prep career to go along with 128 catches for 1,847 yards and 20 touchdowns on offense. He prepped as the same high school as current Wildcat O-lineman Logan Cox, and also played basketball, helping Seaman win a state title. His older brother Camden Barta is a linebacker at Emporia State, so football runs deep through that family, and I'm sure Colin's looking forward to his freshman campaign for the Cats and help us get to a what looks to be a college football playoff. Hopefully, with the 12-team format, we can make it. But yeah, really excited to have Colin a part of the Cats, and hopefully he can ball out this fall. Last but certainly not least, we have a spotlight here that's not an athlete, but really exciting news coming out of Ottawa University. The athletic director for the Ottawa Braves, Janet Eaton-Smith, has been inducted into the Jones Athletics Hall of Fame. We just want to say congratulations. She played women's basketball from 1988 to 1989 and 1990 to 1991 at Jones College. So she's being recognized as a Hall of Fame class of 2024 inductee for women's basketball. So we just want to say congratulations, Janet. What an accomplishment to be a part of your school's Hall of Fame. I know I've played under a couple coaches that have been inducted into their college's Hall of Fame, and it's nothing short of a big deal. So congratulations, Janet, and keep putting up the good work at Ottawa University and helping all those athletes find a place to call home for their college careers. So just want to say congratulations, Miss Eaton-Smith, and that's it for our Kansas Athlete Spotlights of the Week. This has been Parker on Tree City Sports. It was great talking to you guys, and again, go Cats this fall. Super excited for the season coming up, and me and Kevin will keep pumping out a lot of information coming your way, a lot of athletes being spotlighted throughout the state, and can't wait to get back on here for the next episode. So thank you guys for having me on here. Make sure to like and subscribe. We love the support you guys have been giving us lately, and yeah, drop us a follow if you can on Facebook. We love all the support again, like I said, and yeah, thanks for having me on. See ya.
Thank you so much for that, Parker. We are so grateful to have you join us once again. All of the wonderful athletes that you highlight from the state of Kansas, and especially our Ottawa University football players that we have highlighted on our spotlight, have been absolutely incredible. And we thank you so much for bringing it, and we thank Arrowhead Nutrition so much for sponsoring such a great segment. With that being said, I think that we are about out of time, but before we go, I would like to get your guys' thoughts. I want to know, number one, I want you guys to go through your teams, college, professional, NFL, NBA, and MLB teams.
Okay. Well, obviously go Big Red. I'm a big Nebraska football fan. They're coming back this year. I feel it. Dylan Ryle is the truth. And then besides that, pretty much every Denver team, especially the Broncos.
Boo. Let's go Braves, Rock Chalk, Red Nation baby, go Chiefs, and let's go Royals.
We're gonna go Boomer Sooner. The NFL, we're gonna go the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go Bake. Let's see, NBA, I'm gonna go Golden State. MLB, love the Braves. And yeah.
You're all over the place.
Yes.
Shoot. College, let's go Braves. How about them Cowboys? Go Rangers and go Spurs, go.
Great answers, great answers. Oh, as these guys know, I'm a K-State fan. So we have been grateful enough to have a little bit of insight into college realignment, and we're big on the Big 12 here. We're a Big 12 family, and we have a little bit of news that it was announced last week, and we reported last week that Oregon State and Washington State have been in talks with the Big 12 about joining the Big 12, and then also using their war chest of reserves that they have from what's left of the Pac-12 to help entice Florida State, Clemson, and any other teams that might join. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
It's gotta be a nightmare for travel. For all those teams, like the California teams who gotta go to like Florida.
Scheduling is
and
gonna be insane.
Yeah, I feel like they're never gonna be in class. I don't know how this is
Yeah.
gonna work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting to look at it.
No, but for like as a college football fan, it's gonna be amazing seeing all these like new teams and some of these old rivalries getting back. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's a lot of teams for just Big 12, they all combined. But I don't know, it'd be interesting seeing some games we're not used to seeing play out.
Oklahoma's gonna get killed in the SEC, man.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
national
Yeah.
champs this year.
No, no.
Just wait.
Now, my favorite part about this is throughout all the developments, we've learned that Florida State is trying as hard as it can to get AAU accreditation so that they can join the Big Ten. But Clemson has basically no chance of doing that. I recommend that every Big 12 fan reach out to a Clemson fan because absolutely they are some of the best fans in the world. They want to be in the Big 12, and as Big 12 fans, we welcome every bit of that. If you could see any team in college football join the Big 12, who would it be?
Like if I can pick one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'd bring Nebraska back.
Yeah, those would be some great rivalry. That'd probably have to be my pick too. That would be awesome.
Just out of the blue, I'd have to say, I think teams that would really fit would be like OU and Texas. I think they would really go good in the Big 12.
I was about to say.
Actually, Texas belongs in the SEC. Their fans definitely belong there.
That's a different animal.
Yeah, it is. It for sure is. I haven't heard anything from the KU guy.
Scared. We're still building. We're good.
Yeah, you got the new stadium.
New stadium.
New
there you
stadium.
go.
Yeah, I actually got inside pictures of the new stadium being built the other day, so it's coming along and it's gonna be great. Actually, we ribbed KU a little bit. We give you a little bit, but we talk constantly about how great the rebuild is for that program and the job that Lance Leipold is doing there. Just building it from what it was and seeing Les Miles leave and bringing him in, just what are your thoughts as a KU fan on that?
I mean, they've been working for real. It's great to see a team go from underlooked and, like just hated by literally everyone, come out and just perform on a consistent basis. And they're still building, they're still getting better. I'm just happy to see what they're doing out there for real.
Yeah, no, they're definitely building a great program there. So, and we're excited for not just K-State and KU, but all of the Big 12 teams just to see how great this season is going to be, because it's going to be a very tough battle in every single game that is played. That's for sure. So, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to AM Creations in Ottawa, Kansas. Stop by there, get a custom shirt, hat, cup, whatever you'd like. They make some amazing custom products. I also want to give a shout out to our friend Royal's mom, Rita, at RJN Photography. Look them up on their Facebook page and book them for all of your photography needs. And my buddy Drew at DNN Detailing. It's the time of the year to get your classic cars out, shine them up, get them show ready. When you want to get them detailed and ready for the show, hit up my buddy Drew at DNN Detailing. And last, but absolutely not least, we want to give the biggest shout out in the world to Arrowhead Nutrition, especially for sponsoring our Kansas Athlete Spotlight. It is so wonderful to be able to bring these great athletes to our spotlight and to give them the recognition that they truly deserve. Man, thank you guys so much for joining the show today. This has been incredibly exciting, especially for me. I'll say that.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely wonderful, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck this season and cannot wait to see what the season holds.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Any final thoughts?
Let's go Braves.
Let's go Braves.
Shout out Arrowhead Nation.
Arrowhead Nation.
Arrowhead Nutrition.
Do not forget to like and subscribe to all of our social pages. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell us your thoughts. Let us know what you have to say. Until next time, y'all take care now.